Tesla tires, kind of a hot topic. Just how much have we had to spend on tires for our 2016 Tesla Model X after 7 years of ownership, 135,000 miles? Watch this video to find out. Welcome back to TesLUCKY, the YouTube channel where you can follow the adventures of Lucky the Tesla, and where adventures require safe tires. Safe tires require money. And from our experience, tires are the #1 maintenance cost in our Tesla ownership experience. Shout out to Carly. She's got the day off today from filming for TesLUCKY because #1, this is a video about tires. Tires are very boring to Carly. And #2, she's throwing a little surprise birthday party for her friend Megan today. Shout out to Megan. Happy birthday. Carly, what a good friend and what a good person you are. I'm so proud of you. Mwah. Miss you here today, Carly. At 127,000 miles, we posted a battery health video for Lucky. And at the same time, we posted a maintenance video that recapped all of the maintenance expenses we have had to pay in our 7 years of ownership of Lucky. All of our maintenance expenses with the exception of tires. We had a couple of comments asking us, why did you exclude tires from this video? We would like to see the tire data as well. So we've just decided to go ahead and produce this video now at 135,000 miles, covering all of our Tesla tire data. Then we're going to continue with the every 25,000 miles doing battery health, maintenance, and tire recaps. So you're going to want to go ahead and click the bell for notifications so that you don't miss these future videos and see just how things evolve and how much things cost in the future with Lucky. Lucky is an older 2016 P90D Model X. We enjoy our MCU2 and we enjoy our free supercharging for life, and we have the lithium-ion battery. On our recent tire rotation video, a viewer put in the comments a request for us to say exactly what brand and what model tires we have on Lucky. We have Continental Extreme Contact DWS Plus. The Continental brand was actually recommended by somebody that my dad really trusts on the topic of tires, and I have just stuck with it ever since. Let's get into the Tesla tire data, the nitty-gritty. I'm going to go through each and every tire replacement in the history of Lucky since the day she rolled off the assembly line, which was August 28th of 2016. I'm going to start with our first tire replacement. We bought Lucky, 2.5 years old, 22,500 miles on her. In June of 2019, we had all 4 tires replaced due to normal wear and tear. Lucky had 28,302 miles, and those 4 tires cost us $1,343.56. I assumed, based on the low mileage of Lucky and the fact that they say that electric vehicles typically get 20,000 to 40,000 miles on them, that these were all 4 original tires. But the previous owner gave me all his service records, and I went through and discovered that he actually did have to replace Lucky's 2 back tires in November of 2017, not due to normal wear and tear. He had a screw in one and a nail in the other. Those 2 tires that he had replaced at the 12,997 mile mark cost $1,000. He replaced those 2 tires with Tesla. We do not recommend doing that. Tesla charges a lot of money for tires. You can get a much better deal somewhere else. I originally thought that only Tesla tires could go on Teslas. That is not the case. You can get your tires anywhere. Flash forward now to June of 2021. We had the 2 back back tires replaced due to normal wear and tear. Those tires had 41,841 miles on them, and they cost $695. Now, we only replaced the back tires because I had a tread report from Tesla that showed the tread measurements on the back tires, all 1s and 2s. Meanwhile, the front 2 tires were both 4s. All grooves were 4s. So we decided to go a little bit longer on those front tires and only replace the back. I have since read in the MCU manual that Tesla recommends changing all 4 tires at once. I think there's 2 schools of thought on this. What do you think about this? Should you always change all 4 tires at once? Let us know what you think in the comments below. We didn't, so let's move on and see how long did those front tires last us. We had those front tires replaced in May of 2022. Those tires had 67,699 miles on it, which was too much. We covered this topic in another video about the embarrassing 2 front tires. Should have replaced those tires more like 50,000 miles. Those 2 front tires cost us $1,034.75. Just a month later, in July of 2022, we had our flat tire experience on our road trip in Lucky. There is a separate video. Highly recommend you watch that video. We learned so much about the flat tire experience. That's the time we learned about the pucks, which is an incredible story. You got to watch that video and see the story about the pucks. But we had a puncture in one of the back tires. It was actually the back right tire, and we ended up replacing both of the back tires because the previous time we had replaced, or just a month before, we had replaced the front tires. So those 2 back tires, due to the flat tire experience, were replaced with 30,305 miles on them. So those 2 tires, goodbye. We replaced them with Sumi tires because normally I'd been buying Continental, as I've already expressed, but this particular rural Virginia tire shop only had Sumi, and so we beggars can't be choosers. We went with the Sumi tires. They were pretty cheap, actually, I thought. Those 2 tires and installation and everything, $593.08. The next time we had Lucky's tires replaced, we did all 4. And this is kind of an interesting twist in our little tire experience that I will explain. In October of 2022, we had all 4 tires replaced, which was basically being like proactive on changing the back tires from Sumi to Continental. So it was a little bit of a brand preference thing going on here. We went ahead and we changed all 4 tires so that we would have spares of the front and the back, which are 2 different sizes, to tow on the back of Lucky for road trips. We have another video devoted to our cargo carrier and the experience of driving around the country and supercharging with 2 spare tires on the back of Lucky. Definitely check out that madness. Carly thought it was complete cray-cray. You might think it's cray-cray too. And if you tell us that in a comment, it's okay. We can accept that. Those 4 tires cost $1,791.99. But now, interestingly enough, I have 4 tires in the garage. So when we get to our grand total of the cost of our tire experience, it's just a little teeny bit inflated. I don't really know how to factor all of this in, so I'm just laying out all the details here so you can form your own opinion about the grand total for tire cost for us, and if it's reasonable. If it's not, you better tell us in the comments below. We just recently had Lucky's tires rotated for the first time ever. There's a video explaining why did we do that, but we're gonna add the $23.11 to the grand total. So the total life of Lucky, us and owner number 1, we are talking about 7 years, 3 months, 134,764 miles as I'm sitting here, but I'm rounding up for 135 for the thumbnail. Grand total, $4,689.50. You can just subtract $1,000 from that if you want to know how much we have spent in our 4 years, 8 months with Lucky. 112,264 wonderful miles in this amazing car. So that would be $3,689.50 that we have spent, which is higher than the amount of maintenance that we have had to do on Lucky, not including anything relating to the car accident. This is just routine maintenance. We've had to spend more on tires than maintenance. That's expected, I think. That's completely normal. I also want to add, I'm a pretty conservative driver, and we are consistently getting more than 40,000 miles out of our tires, and I think that that has to do with the fact that I spend a lot of time in autopilot, and when you're in autopilot, you don't have that fast acceleration, you're not using the brakes as much. I really think autopilot goes a long way towards extending the life of tires on a Tesla. If you agree with that or disagree with that, please let me know in the comments below. You're still here watching this video. Thank you so much. Please go ahead and just click the like button. It takes a lot of time to organize this many details. We hope this video brought value to you, and that little like will tell the YouTube algorithm that this video may be of interest to other people such as yourselves who are either obsessed with Tesla or just interested and curious in learning more about the Tesla or the electric vehicle ownership experience. We're also going to queue up in the corners our new playlist with all of our videos about tires if you just want to keep going with this tire theme. Safe travels to you and whatever you drive, and keep an eye on your tires. It'll make your dad proud.